poor fight indeed, sir. I don't know if I'll get all this finished today.
Now that is the real tragedy. If you're working late, you'll miss your lovely wife's cooking.
That's why I'm still fighting, sir. She wouldn't forgive me if I left a job half done. She understands the separation between duty and personal affairs. And of course, I'm not going to complain. My duty is to keep the peace. I owe it to him. He gave his life to save the world.
Right you are. Well, I'll be leaving now. See you at the ceremony.
Oh, right. Rainey and Marco are being commissioned today. Damn. Will I ever finish this mountain of red tape in time?
Best of luck, General. Captain?
Sorry.
Here you go.
Memo? I guess not.
Yes?
It's nothing really. You just reminded me of someone I knew.
Oh!
We weren't that close, but I had hopes. I thought maybe in some peaceful village once the war was over. So many have died in this war. Far too many. Memo, please watch over us. Don't let us repeat this tragedy ever again. Rainey, what are you doing? Aren't you drinking with us?
Nah, I'll stay here.
But you seem to be here all the time nowadays.
Well, you know. I've been waiting here for you! If I went in there too, who knows how long you might have been lost?
I see. Thank you for your consideration, Rainey.
He might get lost if I don't stay here and keep an eye out for him.
Rainey.
We promised, when it was all over, we'd live a peaceful life together. I'm not about to break that promise. I believe in you, Stocke. I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes.
Prime Minister.
Yes. A little strict, aren't you?
Yes.
When is she going to come back?
Yes.
I'm so glad to hear that. Well, by the way, see that the army gets these documents. He's been working himself to the bone. He deserves a little R&R. It can hardly be questioned, what with it coming directly from the Prime Minister himself. I'd be very interested to know what she said. Why don't you take some time to tell me about it later? But we should be going. Mustn't be late for the meeting.
Yes.
Keel, guys. Sorry it took me so long to do this. I put you men through a lot. But you can rest now.
I'm sorry it ended up taking so much time, dear.
Don't worry about it. Just look after yourself, okay? You're going to be a mother soon, after all.
Very true. You didn't dig one for Stocke.
Yeah. Hey, Stocke. The Queen told us everything. I still don't get all the stuff about the ritual and the Empire, but I do know you were carrying a huge burden.
I promise you, Stocke. We won't put such a heavy burden on one person ever again. We've been doing research into ways to stabilize mana. Ott and Queen Erica are helping out.
Once we figure it out, we won't need the ritual anymore. We'll be able to take care of this world on our own, without having to make such sacrifices. So, whenever you want to, you can come back to us, Stocke.
Dear.
There's no hurry. My son won't be ready to start training for a long time anyway.
And what are you going to do if the baby's a girl?
I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I bet she'd be beautiful, just like you. So, I gotta make sure she doesn't fall for some creep.
An overprotective father already?
You kill?
Wow, everyone really is acting like we're dead and gone. How cruel of you, Captain Rosh.
You idiot! You're the cruel one here! Where have you been all this time? I thought you were dead.
After we got separated from you, we met a traveler on the road. He patched up our wounds and said something kind of strange. He told me if I don't hurry back, you jump to conclusions and think I died. Hold on, I'll introduce him. Wait, what? He's gone.
Who was he?
I can't remember his name. All I remember is he wore red.
Captain! You guys!
See? We're all safe and sound.
Dear.
He's the only one who could have pulled this off. I'm right, aren't I? You did this, didn't you? Well, I won't complain. Rest well, so you can come back to us out of the blue someday. Right, Lieutenant? We'll be waiting. Always. We'll meet again! Someday! Somewhere!
I'll be waiting too, Stocke. No matter how long. I'll wait forever and ever!
Historia. This is the last time I'll see it.
You fool. Why did you think I gave you the power to fight your fate with the White Chronicle? You greatly disappoint me.
Nice. Some irony, huh? It was you who led me down this path.
No child knows how dear he is to his parents. Well said, Stocke, but no. It's not my place to say that. I took your parents and passed from you. Even so, this brings back old memories. You haven't changed a bit. You're still my stubborn little Ernst.
I don't mean to be. All I'm doing is being myself. Doing whatever I can do best. Nothing has changed since my SI days.
Indeed you are, my dear Ernst. I suppose I somehow always knew this would happen someday. My Ernst would voluntarily become the sacrifice.
Whatever you may think of me, I want to thank you, Heiss. It was because you took me away to Alistel that I met Rosh in the army. You were the reason I met Rainey and Marco in the SI, too. And it was on missions you gave me that I came to know Ott and the others. All because you gave me my life as Stocke. This world that I've come to believe is worth saving. Worth giving my life for. It's the world you gave me, Heiss. Thank you.
Ernst.
Stocke.
From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for what you're about to do.
Your soul will be the sacrifice that saves this world. On behalf of all living things, we convey our deepest thanks.
Is it time already? There's nothing more to do? I've traveled through history so much that I'm not sure anymore how long I've been fighting.
A human life is brief. Its span is hardly noticeable when placed next to all of history. The moment we share now is no longer than a blink of history's eye. Yet, that long history is born of moments like these. This is the crucible of the future.
I see what you mean. Thinking about it like that, my life wasn't so bad after all.
My dear brother.
The caster's voice has reached us. The ritual will now begin.
I guess this is where we say goodbye.
No, not yet. I can't let the ritual begin. Not just yet.
Ice? You can't possibly fight in that condition. Give it up.
No, I won't give it up. Not this. Not ever.
That light?
Here, dogs of the Chronicle. Let the world feast on my soul.
Stop this, Heis. Your soul has not been prepared. A sacrifice that isn't spiritually awakened won't be able to save the world.
Bah! To hell with your spiritual awakenings. I know what I want. I just want to see it. The world you'd give yourself to create. My dear boy, Ernst.
Heis.
He is the only hope left in the world. If I can't protect that hope, then what other use is my life?
Ice!
I see. So this is the future you wish for. It's not bad.
Ice.
A sacrifice's spiritual awakening stems from their determination to risk their life for someone. Heis found that awakening in seeing Stocke's life. He became the foundation of the future.
The world will continue to turn for now. The world you hope to realize. Just as Heis wanted. You reversed Heis's iron will and saved the world.
Yet the fact remains that your soul is a borrowed one, Stocke. If you wish, you could stay here with us.
Thanks. But no.
You're going?
Yes. There are a lot of people waiting for me to come back. Rosh and Sonia still need my help. They're both so stubborn. Who knows what would happen if I weren't there to mediate? Beyond that, they'd hold a hell of a grudge if I weren't present for the wedding. Then there's Marco, who's clumsier than he lets on. He's a friend, and I should be there for him too. I can't forget about my promise to spar with Gofge either. After he finally remembered my name, I figure I owe it to him to return the favor. Alistel's got a lot of work to do. I suppose we don't have to worry about Lieutenant General Raoul. He and Field Marshal Viola will get the people back on their feet eventually. But having someone to look after them and give them a helping hand would make it go smoother. Cygnus may struggle as well now that the war is over. They could surely use some assistance. There's much to discuss with the people of Celestia and Forgia, too. Humans and beast kind absolutely can coexist peacefully. The old Ernst knew that. And I still need Aud's help. Or should I say she'll need mine? Speaking of Aud, I'm curious as to how Elm is doing now that she no longer distrusts humanity. I've put Erica through so much. Going forward, I want to make sure I'm around to support her. And, of course, Rainey's waiting for me. That's why I must return.
The human world is full of pain and suffering.
But it is also a wondrous place. You know that very well, don't you, Stocke?
You give me too much credit. I need them as much as they need me. You have my thanks too.
No, Stocke. In light of what you have done for us, it's we who should be thanking you. I believe the time has come for us to say farewell.
You who volunteered your life and guided the soul of the true sacrifice. We are forever in your debt.
We shall engrave your name in Historia.
Please, let us know the name of the soul to be remembered.
My name is... My name is Stocke. I'm just a man who wants to see his friends again.
With Heiss's noble sacrifice, the world was saved. You've returned to your friends and will create a better future than we could have imagined. We could not ask for a happier ending.
But could there not have been another possible outcome? We have faith in your ability to find that outcome and bring this story to its proper conclusion.
Now, go to Nemesia. The key lies with her.
Oh, perfect timing! I've picked up a reading on a new artifact. Ready for your next... The potential world I'm sending you to next is already dead.
What do you mean?
A world where the desert has already consumed the continent and everyone in it, I think.
I'm surprised we can go to a world like that. Or even that it exists in the first place.
Anything is possible. We'll need the artifact there to save our own future. Can I count on you?
Of course. I'll bring that artifact back. I promise. This world really is dead. Everything has been swallowed into the expanse of sand. Finding the artifact here won't be a simple task. Wait, these are footprints. There must still be people living here then. But who? Suppose following the prints is the only way to find out.
Yeah!
What are you two doing here?
Our sworn duty was to serve the Granorg royal family.
Huh?
But when King Victor was killed and that wench took the throne, it all felt like a bad comedy.
Then why did you push so hard for Protea? Why not support Erica instead?
And yet that was an opportunity. Using that woman was our chance to gain true power and thereby help our country thrive.
That's right. Our plan was to create the perfect utopia. So why? Why did this happen? In hindsight, the best of times were when Prince Ernst was still with us.
Sad, but true. Had he been around, things might have turned out differently.
They're gone. I suppose that means they really were illusions, hmm? The footprints don't end here, though. That's... Galva, the Patriarch of Forja.
The wounds dealt by humans should be mended by humans. That is why the Gutrals only watched from the sidelines when we could have acted. And so we sat by, while our home was swallowed by the sands. Leaving the world in human hands alone was a mistake.
He faded into nothing, just like the other two. I suppose I should keep following the footprints. No. Is that Noah?
The citizens of Granorg were suffering from famine. Thaumatech engineering could have helped so many people, yet the king forbade its use. I founded Alistel to save lives. Never did I imagine my actions would ignite the flames of war. I thought Thaumatech would bring peace, not sow discord. I only ever wanted to help people. Were it not for the desertification, this tragedy would have never occurred.
No time to think on it now. It might not be by much, but the artifact reading is steadily growing stronger. Seems following the footprints is the best way forward. Vanos. Elm.
Once there was a Satyros who had faith in humanity. But he was killed by the very humans he believed in. He never should have trusted the humans.
Nevertheless, he did. He thought that not all humans were evil. He learned some people could be friends, regardless of race.
True. Although he knew betrayal was inevitable. He had faith in humans to the end. That's why.
That's why we believed as well. But humanity repaid our trust with a world of death and sand. I have to wonder whether humans crave their own destruction.
That can't be true. Can it? There are still more footprints. Who could be next? Heiss.
Who are you?
You don't know who I am? Why can't you remember?
Everything is gone. My memories, my hatred, my sense of self. It all disappeared. Yet you're still here. Who are you? I can't remember anything.
Is this the end you desired? You traversed history, time and time again, rewriting the past. And this is where you settle? I can't accept that. Heiss, you have to remember. It's me, Stocke! Damn it! The artifact reading disappeared along with him. What can I do to bring Heiss back to his senses? If only I had something that could rouse his lost memories. But what would that be? Huh? This key. Maybe it can help me find what I'm after. Maybe the key I got from that illusion of Heiss would work here. There we go. This is A portrait. Prince Ernst and his uncle Heinrich. Heiss.
This is... Ernst. My dear boy.
That's right. You saved him from being sacrificed and gave him a new life as me. Stocke.
Stocke. Ah, yes. But how can this be? You disappeared into the sand with everything else.
Good to see you regained your memories. Now answer me, Heiss. Is this the end you wanted? Such empty, meaningless destruction?
That's right. This is truly what I wished for. A world so cruel as to take my precious boy. It all deserved to turn to sand. Why must an innocent child be sacrificed in an insane ritual? I'd let the world perish before allowing your soul to suffer for eternity. Then again, you seem less than pleased with the outcome.
Heiss.
But perhaps there was another possible outcome to all this. You came here from another world, did you not?
How did you know?
I accomplished my goal here, after all. I watched my Stocke turn into sand on the wind.
Well, I suppose you're partially correct. It's more like I'm traversing a different possibility than the Stocke you were familiar with.
Ha! How intriguing, my boy. You were my possibility. My one hope and last redemption. That's why I will give you this. Now go. Write the end you wish for. Show me a world where hope is still a possibility.
Thank you, Heiss.
Welcome aboard, Stocke. Hope you didn't get sand all over you.
I'm clean, don't worry. Anyway.
Thanks. That's another step closer to ending the desertification. So, what was it like?
The only remnants of life were the residual emotions of those who used to live there. Now that I think about it, those emotions may only have taken form thanks to the artifact.
So, it allowed you to connect with the feelings of those you're working to save.
I hope so. Either way, I won't let my world turn into the wasteland that had become.
You get an A for effort. I honestly believe that one day, all your hard work will pay off. We did it! We finally have enough! Gold stars for the both of us!
So we can fix the Red Chronicle?
Fine, you get a red X instead. The search is finally over, so you could at least act happy.
Wouldn't it be more appropriate to celebrate after the Chronicle is actually fit?
Sheesh. It's not as fun if I'm the only one celebrating.
That aside, does this mean we've gathered all the artifacts?
Correct. After all this time, the artifacts are back together. It's a dream come true. At long last, the Red Chronicle will finally be back in my hands. Although the actual repairs will take a little more time.
I'll leave that to you then. What should I do in the meantime? Can I help in any way?
Thanks to you, we've got all the artifacts. But there's one more step to saving the continent.
You mean beyond just repairing the Red Chronicle?
Yeah. We'll need the cooperation of the Black Chronicle's holder.
That means finding a way to persuade Heiss. All right, you can leave that to me.
Thank you. I'm sure you can convince him to help us out.
The question is, will Heiss even listen to me?
You've returned, Stocke.